What's poppin'? Welcome to the Mrs. Best Reviews channel. I am Mrs. Best or Amina. Some of y'all have figured out my government name, so I'm gonna just or Amina, whatever you choose. But we are here to go over This Is Polly. I wasn't gonna do this live. I was doing my pre-records for Raising Canaan and $1 Million Nannies with James and some other stuff, and I was like, do I want to do this live? But I kind of do want to do This Is Polly live because this is the Hot Mess Express, aka a bunch of people who are, I never thought I'd say this, making a mockery of what polyamory is supposed to be. Polyamory is supposed to be, I'm fucking you, I'm fucking you, I'm fucking you, and we fucking each other. I did not realize there were so many different realms and ways for it. Also, you guys, I am streaming to you from a new computer. So I'm literally streaming just off the computer instead of hooking up I have an external camera and microphone and all this stuff. So if you are having trouble hearing me, just let me know. I will happily go and grab at least the camera and plug it in so y'all can hear me. But This Is Polly, they doing it all wrong. Let me know, you guys, how you would rate the episode 1 to 10 if you did watch it. If anything changed of your opinions. Let's welcome in the good doctor, our favorite cancer of a doctor, who I hope that y'all acknowledge. Send her a Cash App. Send her something. I love my cancers. I'm noticing all the people I get along with really well, like naturally, are cancers. I don't know what it is, but I love a cancer. But hello to you, Dr. Jen. Hello to you. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. Dr. Jen said, I got to watch it. I've been hearing buzz. Really? See, I haven't heard much, but it's definitely something to watch for shits and giggles. It's I don't take none of these people seriously. I know that sounds messed up, but I don't take not one of these people seriously on the episode. Thank you, JoJo, for letting me know. Thank you. Shout out to the husband helping me in the background. Because it would look weird if I pull it up my phone, like, can I hear myself? I'm slow, but I'm not that slow. Team Cancer, absolutely. Happy birthday to all of the cancers out there. It is your season. Enjoy it, celebrate it. Your birthday doesn't just go for the day. To me, it goes for the whole season. Okay, so it is Cancer season. And to anyone with a birthday near the 4th of July, I'd rather celebrate y'all than this country. So next Saturday, I'll be taking shots in honor of Dr. Jen. That's what I'm going to do, because I don't really care about the 4th of July. I don't have independence, so I don't care. But let's get into This Is Polly. As always, I encourage you guys, see the links in the description of this video. There are links to Watch Your Mouth Reviews, aka James's channel, Kiwan JTV, who also covers this show, Vibe S1E5, who covers this show, Courtney Green, who you can find in the link as well. She sells candles, Black-owned business. We love to support her, as well as Also Best. That's my man. He also makes some fun Bay Area music. You should tap in, tap in, tap in. Yes, I know yours is the 5th. And so I'm going to celebrate on the 4th and the 5th. Because I don't acknowledge Independence Day. I literally don't. Like, I can't. Ever since Juneteenth was a federal holiday, I'm going to find a plate and tell everybody, Dr. Jennifer. That's who this is in honor for. They're going to be looking at me crazy like, who is Dr. Jennifer? But we're going to make sure they know. We really do appreciate your support of our channel, Jen. I know we haven't met in person, but it does mean the world. So I will be celebrating you, damn it. We will. Let's get into This Is Polly. This episode was titled, This Is Not a Wedding. My God, they could not have made it more clear that this was not a wedding. We're going to start this episode with the Yahwehs, the polyamorous group that does feel more like a cult, but I'm going to give them a little bit of grace because there was some sad stuff that did happen with them this episode. I got to have coffee, y'all. I'm so sorry. And I'm drinking this mushroom coffee, so I feel like I have to drink more of it to feel like awake, but my doctor said I need to drink less caffeine that's like from coffee, so I'm trying, but Lord. The Yahwehs have a lot going on. Yahweh Maddie and Yahweh Poetic are now in peace. Yahweh Maddie's been mad as hell because she feels like Yahweh Crystal gets more attention from Yahweh Poetic. Yahweh Crystal also be breaking the rules and doing little things that she don't like. In my opinion, Yahweh Maddie, go back to New York. As a woman from New York, Yahweh Maddie, y'all, I've never met a woman from New York that's like weak, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of surprised that where she's from, she was okay with this and all of that. But they made peace. He took her to the zoo. a zoo where you could feed alligators. We don't have that where I live, my God. But he took her to the zoo and everything went well. They made peace. They get back to their house. Everybody's just kind of chilling. I said, this is probably why this man likes polyamory, okay? He had Maddie on one arm. Then on the other arm, he had Yahweh Dabosh, big pregnant ass, laid up on him. Then on her came the little one. I think it's Yahweh Jasmine, the little freaky one. I said, y'all all laid up. And everyone seems to get along really well until Crystal walked in. Crystal walked in the house and she says she has a surprise for everybody. And the surprise was she got a portrait tattoo on her hand, right on her arm, of Yahweh Poetic's face. Okay, Hispanic Christian Rock. Okay, girl. Okay. Why are we tattooing men's names on faces? I am married and have been with my man for, what was it, like basically almost 20 years. I have his name tattooed on me. I do. He has my name tattooed on him. I'm not getting his face. I'll never get his face. In fact, I looked at him and said, don't you ever expect me to tattoo your face on me. That's weird. That's weird. Like if someone passes away or something, because I do love tattoos, y'all. I have a whole bunch of them. But if someone like passes away, get their face. Like my cat, I do love my pet cat. Shout out to my cat. I would get a portrait of my cat like tattooed on me when the time comes for him. But like to get a man's face tattooed on you, especially a man that you're sharing with 4 other bitches, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? And how? I don't understand it. But Maddie is mad, and Yahweh Maddie, of course, was like, this is what I be talking about with Crystal. She doing this as competition to all of us. She always got to one up the rest of us. I actually can kind of see Maddie's point. But if the man is not following the rules for how his own shit should go, and he's supposed to be the leader of your polycule, then this is on Poetic. Like Maddie's doing what she's allowed to do. This is on Poetic. Why is Maddie allowed to celebrate anniversaries, but the rest of them aren't? Why is Maddie allowed to go on a date, but the rest of them aren't? Why is Maddie allowed to get a tattoo to prove her love, but the rest of them aren't? Like, I think it's a little strange. But also Maddie, I mean, Crystal she has this tattoo, but her mom is threatening CPS. And I'm like, you had a couple $100 to get a tattoo, but y'all say your grocery bill is like thousands of dollars a week because y'all got 17 kids and one on the way or whatever number it is. But I do feel like Crystal is a bit of the problem. It seems like all of the women get along except when Crystal's around. I don't really see Crystal interacting with the rest of them. She's always in the room with Poetic, or he's coming to her. Like she interacts separately, but not all together. But a lot happened with them this episode, you guys. Unfortunately, Yahweh Dabosh, she did go into labor. She went into labor 5 weeks early. Now, people can have babies that early. It's not the safest, but it does happen. My nail lady, shout out to Katrina, and thank you for subscribing and supporting my channel. She just had her first child. She gave birth. The baby was born, I believe, like almost 2 months early. That baby is doing fine now. It's amazing. She's out of the hospital. She's back home and she's doing good. Some kids can do that. However, Dabosh is a 44-year-old woman. That does count as a geriatric pregnancy. And you are more likely to have complications or your child to develop disabilities of all sorts the older you are when you have a child. It's just a medical fact. I am not age shaming this woman in any way, but she gave birth early. The baby was born with a rare genetic disorder with an extremely low survival rate. There's an issue with the baby's heart. There's an issue with the baby's lungs, skin, breathing. It hurt my heart. I hate to see tiny humans suffering. I'm not a parent, but sometimes I wonder, like, what is the rate of survival? They said it's a low survival rate. Like, I wish the new baby, which they named Yahweh Miracle, the best, but I cannot imagine having to go through that. So my prayers go out to Dabosh and Poetic, and anyone that cares about them, because that's just, even though their polycule is a fucking mess of a joke, maybe this is God's way of telling you to stop having kids. 17, stop. But I do hope that the baby's okay. And I did kind of see some of the benefit in a polycule. Normally when, let's say it's a, what do they call it? Monogamous relationship. And it's just the two of them. He probably would have had to be strong for his wife. You know what I'm trying to say? Like men usually have to keep it strong because the mother is going to feel it more because she carried that child. But it just seems like, I don't know. Like the benefit is that like Yahweh Jasmine was supporting him. He was able to break down and cry to her. She broke down and cried to him. So he's able to get support from the other women while Debash is going through it. But I can't imagine. And I just don't like to see kids struggle. I just don't like to see the kids struggle. And then if the baby is able to live, and survive it, will they have a good quality of life? Like, I do think that those things matter, but blessings to them. That's all that happened. Let me get the comments, y'all. Let me get the comments. American born, good afternoon. You made a live. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm so sorry I'm going live randomly, y'all, but I was behind. Right before this live, I actually recorded like 5 different pre-record videos. I will be, after this live, dropping my review for Raising Canaan and The Shy. So if anybody likes those shows, that will be dropping today. Yes, please like the video. It is a free way to support us and it does help. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was weird. What was weird, AB? Did I do something weird or are we talking about the show? Because I'm a weird motherfucker myself, so I got to ask. I have to ask. 17 kids. I fear having one. But, I mean, 17 or some crazy number, I guess. Hey, Mrs. K. Davis, welcome in. Not sure if I've met you before, but nice to meet you and welcome into the channel. That baby probably won't survive the first year. It's so sad. Oh, you're probably right from the way that they were describing it. You're honestly probably right. It's unfortunate, but I think it also goes to show why they tell us to be careful having kids later in life and why sometimes it is important to listen to doctors because that's difficult and she's going to struggle to deal with that. Hey, Kiwan JTV. I was just watching your Love and Hip Hop Miami review. Shout out to Kiwan J because she getting all of these reviews out. She was behind, but she is catching up. Check out her Love After Lockup. Lord, Love and Hip Hop Miami is what I was watching. Check out her Love and Hip Hop Miami. That show just went into the graveyard and it's not coming back. So some of the last reviews are getting out. Tap in, tap in. Oh, putting his face on her arm was weird. Yeah, I agree. Listen, I love my man. I took his last name. That's as deep as the shit go. If he'd say, I need you to get my name tattooed on my face. Okay, well, I need you to take me back to the clerk recorder's office and return me like you would return something that you bought and don't want no more. Because ain't no way. Hey, it's your first live. Welcome in. I'm glad to see you. I usually put out a schedule on my community tab and post page for like when I'll go live and stuff. I was busy last week. I am going to get that schedule up, but welcome in. I enjoy going live just because I like talking to y'all, honestly. It's easier. Not sure how they can afford all those kids and the adults. They must have good jobs. Exactly, in Florida, which is an expensive state. So I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yes, let's welcome anybody new in so they know it's a safe place. We do not bite. It is safe to come out the bushes. So should you choose. And you don't have to share the same opinions with us. I actually like when people have a different opinion from me because then it can help me see stuff that I may not see. That's the joy of YouTube, y'all. That is the joy. But prayers to the Yahwehs. This damn shirt is irritating me. Prayers to the Yahwehs. I hope that the baby makes it. If the baby doesn't make it, it's unfortunate, but I hope that they are able to heal appropriately. I do. She said, RIP to Love and Hip Hop. It's like, I enjoy doing lives each week, talking with like the subscribers and just the people who watch my lives. I enjoyed that for Love and Hip Hop, but for Love and Hip Hop Miami, I'm like, that shit done felt scripted and fake for like the last 3 seasons, if I'm being entirely honest. It really has. You guys, Cammie, Nita, and Trent are the next couple I'm going to discuss. they had a nasty night. They had a nasty night. They got busy. They got busy. We saw Trent had installed some sort of sex swing from the sky so that okay, I've never used a sex swing. I can't believe it to say that on the internet. I've never used a sex swing. But they were cutting chains, screwing stuff in. If you use a sex screen, how does that work? Who sits down? I don't understand these things, but I guess Nita used the big purple striped dildo they have to pleasure Cammy because she felt like sex. They said that sex is how they communicate best. I'm like, how? I mean, I enjoy sex too, but when I'm having sex, the most, I mean, how are we communicating? Yes, daddy, hit it harder. Ooh, go deep. Maybe. I hate to say these things on the internet, but I'm like, this lady made it seem like they just solve all their relationship problems through fucking, and I don't believe it. They had their nasty night. Nita's hoping that Cammy crosses over to lesbianism. I said, this lady is not gay. Okay? She's not gay. She's just not. She's not. And she made it very clear. She's made it very clear. Now, I do feel a way about Cammy continuing to be like, I'm not gay. You just have to get over it. You could at least get the little rose toy and hold it up to her coochie or something, like to make her feel good. I don't know, rubber, brush her hair or something while she gets off. I don't know. Okay. But the lady ain't gay. She ain't bisexual. I don't understand why Cammy agreed to be in a relationship with a woman if she has no desire or sexual attraction to that woman. Like, it doesn't make sense. But it's getting to Nita because she feels like she's not getting a need met. They later discussed their commitment ceremony. So Trent and Cammy gave Nita a ring, a diamond, okay? And she gave her this ring when she got out of jail to say, we want to commit to you and our throuple. That sounds crazy as hell, if I'm being honest. You gave me a ring because you want to commit to me and our throuple. It just doesn't sound like anything we would take seriously, but that was the goal. It seems like Nita has taken the ring that was given to her as like an engagement, which is crazy because they're already legally married and they've had a marriage for 36 years. Like that's crazy. I strive to make it that long a marriage, but I don't want, if after 36 years, Mr. Oh Best says to me that he wants to have a throuple, I'm sorry, sir. I'm gonna go to the bush and weep and then hit the goddamn divorce court. Hey, Shani. I hope you are having a good weekend. I hope you are having a good weekend. I hope Tarika's doing well as well. I am happy to see you. Just wanted to say hello. Ciao. But these people are all over the place. So they eventually decide they need to talk to Nita because Nita's making it clear. She's like, you're ordering our commitment ceremony dresses on Amazon? We need to be going to a dress shop. And Cammy's like, well, why do we need to go to a dress shop? And Nita says, because it's like a wedding. And Cammy's like, no, we're just committing to our throuple ship. Being a throuple? Is it throuple ship? I don't even know how to word the shit. But they're just committing to fucking on Nita. And, you know, Cammy doesn't want to have a wedding. She says it's very important that Nita understands she doesn't need a wedding. She says she already had her wedding and it was very traditional. And I was like, that's an interesting thing to bring up, that you already had your wedding is one thing, but that it's traditional. Listen, I get that your wedding and your marriage to come first, but you chose to open up your marriage to have a relationship with someone else. So what is the commitment ceremony? Because a wedding, for those who don't know, is a commitment ceremony. It's a form of commitment ceremony, just like a graduation is a commitment ceremony. It's called as that, or commencement, I believe. But it's some form of a commitment. So I'm not understanding Nita because you can't marry people who are already married. But I'm also not understanding Cammy and Trent because you gave this lady a beautiful ring around a dildo of some sort. Like, what did you expect her to think? I just kind of feel like they're using Nita as like a sexual like toy. Like, I feel like this couple wants to stay married to each other, but they're like, our kids are grown. Let's go wild out in the bedroom. Like, that's what it's given. But they have a talk. She brings Trent into it. I said, that was an interesting way, Cammy, to swing the power of the relationship and who really runs what and show it to Nita, because you brought your husband into it. And I feel like she's trying to protect and make, her husband feel comfortable. Also, Nita, you lost me. Nita says when they're talking to each other, she's like, well, if we're not doing a legal commitment, then what the hell is this? And Cammy explains this is just a way for us to all show that we're committed to the three of us being together. And Nita's like, okay, but you guys are married. What protection do I have? How do I know I'm okay and taken care of? And this is where I'm laughing at Shanny's comment. I'm going to get to it. This is where shit gets a little bit messy, but also smart. Now, Nita wants to be put on the will, their living will, aka power of attorney, durable attorney. Basically, when they die, who gets their stuff, who's responsible for the estate. Cammy wants to be a part of that. Nita wants to be a part of that. Trent and Cammy are like, no, we have 5 kids. Our house, our estate, our will, everything is going to the kids, okay? If you're going to get in a throuple with people who have kids, you have to understand that everything is going to go to the kids and not you. And I would have no problem with that, because that's your kid. That's your legacy. I'm the same age as you. So your kids are probably going to outlive all of us anyway. So what is the problem with the kids not being there? But Nita wants the legal protection. She made a comment that kind of irritated me and my husband. She said, well, I still want to be legally protected because Trent probably only has 20 good years left. Is that why you was willing to be with a woman who was already married and told you she wasn't a lesbian, even though you are? Because you looked at this man and said, he only got a couple good years left. I could have her and get the money. No, you've been with them for 3 years. They built what they have for over 20. Like, you cannot expect to just get their stuff. Then I was pissed off more at Nita, because to find out that they are taking care of Nita's grandmother and her mother financially, in addition to caring for Nita financially. What, girl? You don't need to be on nothing. They're taking care of you. No shade. You was a bitch doing meth in the jail. Like, absolutely not. So Nita gets upset at the fact that she's not going to be able to have like any type of a wedding or, any type of legal protection. She gets mad as she storms off for them. And Cammy and Trent was just looking at them like, I said, girl, you ain't even got a car you could drive off on your own. Everything you got is because of them. And you want to throw a fit because of legal protection? Child, go marry a woman. That's all I'm gonna say, Nita. Go marry a woman. Do you? But I feel like she doesn't want to do her because they are paying for her mother and her grandmother. But she said she's gonna go to her mama house that they pay for. So, maybe it's good she goes over there. But she did make some comments saying she does love their children and stuff. But if you love their children, just any adult, I'm not even a parent, and I understand that people will leave shit to their kids. You can't get mad at that. Like, you can't get mad at it. She walked into it. But let's get through these comments. American Born said, my gay cousin had one before, and you really, really put that up into strong wood or concrete. A sex swing? I know concrete don't come out the roof. They must got a strong roof, or they small people. I don't know. Nita needs to move on to a real lesbian. She will never be truly happy with them. I agree. You like what you like. She's not getting her needs met sexually, physically. She's not getting anything that she wants met. So why stay in it? I think Nita's only staying with Cammy and Trent for the financial aspect of it. That's all it gives. Nita, what are you doing? She threw me off bringing up, I want legal protection. Bitch, they just got you out of jail and now you on TV. You got all the protection you need. You better monetize. Hey, Shani. Yeah, we get it. We good over here. I'm not making him do no yard work today. So he's happy. You know what? That's the only thing. When you own a home, it's a blessing. But the yard work is a lot. It is definitely a lot. It's a lot. I always say if I own something, let a bitch own a condo. But then I deal with HOA fees. So either way, I'm losing. But at least I'm not doing yard work. I respect y'all for getting it done. Unless it's like a garden. I do want a yard really bad for gardening. Mrs. K says they should have given her another type of ring rather than a diamond if it wasn't meant to be a proposal. That's a big deal because even though Nita was tripping for expecting the legal protection, Nita was not wrong. Y'all presented her with this ring and then mentioned commitment. One would assume, okay, I'm not getting my legal marriage, but at least I'm getting my wedding. Okay. And that's why I kind of looked at her bringing Trent into the conversation as like a power move against Nita, because y'all made it look a certain type of way and should have been made yourselves clear. You should have been made yourselves clear. She said, wait, what, twin? Who is using a dick when they are in a throuple? I know you shouldn't have to, but the problem in this throuple is we got a lesbian and then two very heterosexual people. So I really think Nita just wanted to fuck on Mandingo based on who she used for her, what do they call it? Solo adventure, which is basically them fucking other people outside of their throuple. I feel like Cammy just wanted to fuck on black men or something. Or like Trent may not be good in bed because Nita made it seem like Trent wasn't that good in bed. Oh, it's coffee. It's Rise mushroom coffee inside of this cup. Lord. And I'm trying to drink it as fast as I can because it's not as strong as like, I'm the girl who goes and orders a caramel macchiato and adds 4 extra shots of espresso. So I'm fighting for my life. I'm trying to wake up. My husband's sipping tequila though. He said it's 5 o'clock somewhere. God help him. Shani said, as long as Tariq don't shit on me or treat me like shit, he getting everything. I ain't got nothing, but he's getting my nothing. Not no nigga. I cannot. You have a house. That's everything. You have a house. That's everything. Especially as a black woman. That is everything. I strive. I strive. Yeah, the weight and strain, it will fall down. Maybe. Ooh. Oh, damn. He said the sex string, the sex swing will fall down. It's kind of like when people have those stripper poles in their house and they don't be inept to just carry everybody. And they shouldn't take anything away from their children. Yeah. They have 5 kids. I wouldn't take shit away from my kids either. Ain't no way. Dr. Jen. Dr. Jen said, babe, my landscaper comes in a clutch. Listen. I don't want no landscaper touching like my garden because I do enjoy gardening. I grew up growing things, so I love growing things heavily. Don't touch my garden, but please touch everything else, Mr. Landscaper. Please do. Please touch everything else because I'm not a yard work type of girl. I remember trying to mow a lawn once when me and my husband, before we were married, lived with his mom. I remember trying to mow a lawn once and I was like, yeah, this is not for me. This is not for me. We pay a guy to mow our lawn. I'm too old for that shit. Listen. Not you too old for that shit. You're not even that old, AB. AB said, I'm not doing it. I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. Lord help us. I maintain the garden. Dr. Jen's garden really is, I look at it all the time and it just keeps me motivated. But, you know. I'm about to repot plants after this, y'all. Shani says, it's almost 5 o'clock here, Brother Joe. Not you on his side. She said, drink on, brother, drink on. I'm cracking up. He don't even be drinking like that. I was surprised he got tequila. Because 1, he don't be drinking like that. And 2, like he's usually against tequila. Because me and my husband, when we drink tequila, we be in the club all night long. It's a disaster. But he's doing okay. I need free 99 with the landscape. Shani, I'm not mad at that. That's how my mom is actually. She'll call a cousin, a family member. Sometimes going to the Home Depot, she'll talk to the guys outside. You know how to mow a lawn? I'll give you $40 if you're going to come do it. She says she ain't trying to do it. At my son's work is free 99 all the time. Shout out to the sons. That's why I need to have a son because I can get some stuff for free. She said, I'm too old also. That's why my son is doing it. Lord. Nigga, you go work for your room and board. Oh, yeah. Kiwa said, hey to Sister Shani, where have you been? I automatically have a chair for you because Shani, you have been kind of in the bushes, hiding. But I feel like she sent me some stuff on TikTok. some funny videos and shit. But maybe Shani's been busy. I don't know, but we always feel when your presence is not here, Shani. So I'm happy to see you today. And so is Kiwan JTV. We love us some Shani. We really do. That's my East Coast twin. That's my East Coast twin. Y'all, Jacob, Becca, and Davis. I'm going to be nice, but I'm going to be mean. I have no desire to watch these people. They bore me. I am not entertained. I am not intrigued. I don't understand. Jacob or Davis has a talk with his friend Alex. Alex had all the sense in the world. Okay. Alex was like, what happens if you want to get somebody else, or this happens, or the husband decides he's only doing this because he loved his wife so much and just want her happy, which is what I think Jacob is doing. Davis, I guess, took it to heart, and we see him go on a date with some woman. The woman was cool. Davis said he's interested in dating her, but the lady didn't know she was on a date. In fact, when Davis made it clear that he wants to be more than friends, the lady was like, hold on. She says she's married and she's in a monogamous, committed relationship. And I was hollering when she said, yeah, I'm going to tell my husband to get me a bigger ring. Right. Bigger ring. Come on, Mr. Best. Lord, I've actually done things to my wedding ring that I need to fix. Yeah. And then the engagement part of it, I done fucked that up. I am not a ring girl, but I have faith that Mr. Best will get me a new ring because I'm starting to want one. And usually when I hint that I want one, he does find a way to get me one. But I just thought about that, hearing that girl that Davis went on a date with. Bigger ring, absolutely. But she let him down easy and was like, you know, she was just there as a friend. But not much happened with Becca, Davis, and Jacob. We just saw Davis go on a date. Davis, you just proposed to her, but you're dating other people. Y'all just making a mockery of like love and what it's supposed to be at this point. I'm annoyed with all of them. That's all I got for Becca and Davis, y'all. I'm going to go through the comments before I move forward. They have bored me since they were introduced to the show. Everybody else, like, even though Brie and Marley irritate me and seem fake and like they putting on for the camera, I'm entertained. Tamina and BQ get on my nerves and are not polyamorous, but at least they're giving something. Becca, Davis, and Jacob, I'm just not, I don't know. They seem regular, if that makes sense. Like, they just seem regular. Kiwan, what's happening, sis? I got the snacks ready. What kind of snacks you got? Shani, whenever I go to the East Coast, and my husband just told me he does want to go to New York on Memorial Day for some reason, something about a sunset. That's all he said. I'm coming to Shani. You tell Tariq, I'm coming with California weed. Don't ask me how it got there. And we gonna smoke, and maybe Shani and fry Mrs. Best some chicken, because I feel like Shani can cook because she's always making something. Oh, Lord. Hi, Vibe. How are you today? I know you said you have family and a full house. I hope that you enjoyed that. I love when the house is full, personally. I love it. Vibe says, episode 5 of This Is Polly said, y'all wanted love. Here's therapy, money, fights, shocking confessions, and pure chaos. Right. It was a mess. I think the person who shocked me the most, though, Vibe, was Nita. Like, you could tell that she's done drugs the way that she's thinking. You could tell. Y'all subscribe to Vibe as well. The link to his channel is in the description of this video. I am sending all of the people asking for Love Island. Go to Vibe's channel. He covers Love Island. I'm sending people. I done sent my braider to you, Vibe. And my best friend Leona is watching you as well. And they like your reviews. They do enjoy your reviews. Lord. Yes, please subscribe to Kiwan J. If you don't want to go to the description and are in the live chat, you can click this link to get to her channel, or click her name and click the bubble and click subscribe. Vibe X says, BQ and Tamina went to therapy, but it looked like they accidentally booked a boxing match instead. Somebody passed the tissues and the receipts. Y'all, BQ and Tamina make my teeth itch. But like, not just the front of them, like under and up in the gum. I don't like it. I don't understand it. And her titties look like rocks. They look like rocks that will assault you. And it scares me. In the words of Cat Williams, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some pimping in it. Let me put some pimping in it. I cannot. Yeah, those three can go. So you guys aren't feeling Davis, Jacob, or Becca either. I respect them for being who they are. They look like talented tattoo artists, but they just don't give anything that I care to watch on TV. I'll be down when you all get here. I believe Shetty too. I really believe it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is the link to Vibes channel, you guys. Feel free to click it. Nita and Cammy pissing me off with them braids. They really pissed me off after the fun sex night in the swing when they had the bonnets with the African like pattern on their head. Listen, the braids look good, just not on them. They obviously have a braider that does well and who taught them about upkeep. Listen, if you're going to culturally appropriate and wear a black style, do it right, put a bonnet on it, protect it. And they're doing that. They are doing that, but they irritating us with these braids. They are definitely irritated us with these braids. They look painful, those titties on Tamita. They do. They do. And every time he's like, Mina, that's what people call me in my life because my government name is Amina, but Amina is not this dumb. That's all. That's it. And that's all, y'all. That is it. And that's all. Shout out to those just really quick who are watching the replay. I do appreciate everybody who is watching when we are no longer live. I hope that you feel confident and comfortable with joining the conversation as well in the comments. I am always responding live or not. Live or not. Y'all, weird last people we're going to discuss is Tamina and BQ. They went to a licensed marriage and family therapist that specializes in polyamory. I was in a clinical counseling program. I've heard of Christian counselors. I've heard of counselors specializing in LGBTQ. I have not heard of them specializing in thruples. I am surprised to find one that way. But Tamina says she's done with the relationship, but she cannot say why she stays in the relationship. BQ asked the therapist if his behavior in terms of the serial cheating and sex was normal. And the therapist was good. She told him, no, this shit ain't normal. Nothing about this is normal behavior. And, the therapist also explained that Tamina, BQ keeps doing what he's doing. And she said this right in front of BQ because he has no real consequence because every time he fucks up, she comes right back to him. She lets him back in the house. There's no consequence. There's no consequence at all. The therapist asks BQ to tell Tamina why she's worth it. Like why staying with her is worth it. And she says that BQ is putting on an acting therapy because he just wants to look nice and isn't giving it how it is. And then BQ decided to stop putting on the act and he told Tamina that he can't stand her. He's resentful of her. He's sick of hearing her mouth and she does nothing but hold him back. I said, bitch, nigga, you old weird, unmisshaped, fucking teenage mutant ninja turtle in real life looking ass Negro. You sitting up here while I don't like Tamina and I feel like she needs to leave this man. How dare he say to her that he resents her for how she reacts to his bullshit. You was cheating on her before she ran her mouth. You was doing fucked up stuff before she ran her mouth. So how are you going to resent her for running her mouth? You are the reason that she is running her mouth. Resent yourself, bitch nigga, not her. Where's the accountability? I don't understand it. I don't like this couple because this is not polyamory. This is just a toxic relationship that won't end, if we're being honest. Like, it just will not end. But they end up leaving. She's in shambles and in tears. She says she feels he was hateful towards her. And she says that she's going to get her own place. And I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. WeTV, just find a show of like toxic couples and make a cast out of that. I'm over Tamina and BQ. She's been screaming episode after episode after episode. The man don't want you. Your titty's not keeping him. This is proof, lady. You could buy the booty, get your stomach lipo, get some new titties. You could dress like a baddie at the strip club and it still won't keep that man at home. It still won't. At the end of the day, if the man wants you and if the man wants to be with you, he's not going to behave like this. It's that simple. The fact that Tamina does not understand it is crazy. I don't know. Maybe there's a low number of people available to date in Long Island where these people are at. But I just want Tamina to realize that there is somebody for everybody out there. You do not have to put up with bullshit from this one guy, another great guy can come along. And I guess she may feel like she's wasted 7 years of her life, but 7 years, when you think about all the time we have on the planet, it's just a small amount of time. Better to get out sooner than later. Leave this man. BQ is nasty. He's not even cute to be getting all this coochie from all these women. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I just don't. I don't get it. Oh, thank you, AB. Thank you, AB. They were the last couple we are going to discuss. We didn't get much. No Marley and Bree this episode. He's going to crack a tooth. He tried to nibble on them nipples. You know what, Shannon? That's why Kiwa says she had chairs ready for you already. Titties look so hard, he might crack a tooth nibbling on nipples. I cannot, Shanny. I cannot. BQ wanted to sleep with the therapist. He's nasty. He's nasty and clearly has a sex addiction, but she has to focus on the marriage and family therapist. Therapist did good at mediating the two, but I just think that they're far past gone. They say some couples go to therapy and they fix it. Some couples go to therapy to end it. Don't think Tamina and BQ will stay together. It sounds like he's talking mad stuff. Does this dude have a lot of money or a big dick in the 6 game? Crazy. Why is she putting up with it? I don't know. But she also be full of shit. She was like, the only reason I don't clean our house is because you're cheating on me. I've seen people get cheated on, and that be when they be cleaning, just upset, needing something to do with themselves. So being cheated on has nothing to do with you cleaning your house, girl. Stop. Please stop. Long Island, you a hop, sip, and a jump from NYC. You don't have to deal with this crap. Oh, I thought Long Island was part of NYC. I don't know how it works. Or is it Staten Island? Are they the same thing? I don't know. Y'all, I'm from the Bay. If you ever come to California and visit, I can help you. I don't know anything about the East Coast other than they get seasonal weather. That's all I know. And hurricanes sometimes. That's all I know. But Tamina and BQ are a mess, y'all. That was it from this episode. I don't have much. If you guys have more, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I be having crazy jokes for the shows that I've not even watched one episode of. Honestly, Shani, Shani is a master at the joke. She really is. But this show, you don't even have to understand what's going on to fully like make a joke or come in on it. It's pretty cut and dry, this show, which is why I enjoy it. I have a feeling we are going to be getting to the end of this show in the next few weeks because in August, I believe on August the 9th, Age Appropriate is coming. It is a show about people who are dating people with crazy age gaps. I will be covering that on this channel. What else do I have? Other than that, check out the Love After Lockup review. There's a Raising Kanan review up. The Shy review. On Wednesday, there will be another review up for $1 Million Nannies. But that's all I have for you beautiful people today. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Love and light to all of you. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I will see you beautiful people next time. Au revoir.